Welcome to Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, a gripping guide to the art of negotiation that draws lessons from high-stakes hostage scenarios. Written by a former FBI lead negotiator, this audiobook reveals that negotiation is not just about striking deals. It's about understanding human behavior, mastering communication, and achieving breakthrough results in any situation. Why should you listen to this audiobook? Because negotiation is everywhere. Whether you're asking for a raise, buying a car, or resolving a conflict at home, the skills you'll learn here apply to every part of life. Author combines his real-world experiences from life-and-death situations with practical tools to teach you how to gain the upper hand without creating enemies. What makes this audiobook truly transformative is its focus on psychology. Instead of relying on outdated techniques or manipulation, author introduces a revolutionary approach based on empathy, active listening, and emotional intelligence. You'll discover how to ask the right questions, uncover hidden motivations, and turn a no into a powerful starting point. Listening to this audiobook will empower you to navigate tough conversations, build stronger relationships, and confidently handle any negotiation. It's more than just a book. It's a masterclass in turning communication into an art form. Let's dive in and learn how to negotiate as if your life depended on it. Chapter 1. The New Rules. Negotiation isn't about logic or compromise. It's about understanding people. Author begins by challenging traditional negotiation methods and introducing the new rules. He emphasizes that negotiation is a human experience driven by emotions, instincts, and psychological factors. Forget about splitting the difference. Aim to connect and influence instead. For example, imagine negotiating a salary. Instead of focusing on numbers, ask, how can we find a solution that works for both of us? This open-ended question shifts the conversation and gives the other person a sense of control. Author introduces the concept of tactical empathy, showing that understanding and validating emotions can lead to breakthroughs. By learning to navigate emotions rather than logic, you can create win-win situations in any setting. Chapter 2. Be a mirror. Mirroring is a simple yet powerful tool where you repeat the last few words your counterpart says to build trust and rapport. Author explains that mirroring helps people feel understood and encourages them to open up. For example, if someone says, "I'm really stressed about this deadline," you might respond, "Stressed about the deadline?" This encourages them to elaborate, giving you more insight. In one hostage negotiation, author used mirroring to keep a dangerous criminal talking, which eventually led to a peaceful resolution. This technique works in everyday situations too, whether negotiating with a boss, a partner, or even your kids. By showing genuine curiosity and repeating their words, you create a safe space for communication. Chapter 3. Don't feel their pain, label it. Instead of saying, "I know how you feel," use labeling to acknowledge emotions. Labeling involves identifying and verbalizing the feelings of the other person, such as, "It sounds like you're frustrated." This helps diffuse tension and build trust. For example, if a colleague is upset about a project delay, you could say, "It seems like you're feeling overwhelmed." This shows empathy without overstepping boundaries. Author shares stories of using labeling in life-or-death situations, proving how powerful it can be when done correctly. It's not about solving their problem right away. It's about making them feel heard. Chapter 4. Beware yes. Master no. A yes can often be insincere, but a no is honest and opens the door to real communication. Author explains that hearing no makes people feel safe and in control, which can lead to better outcomes. For example, if you're selling a product, instead of asking, "Do you want to buy this?" ask, "Is it crazy to think this could help you?" The no response can lead to a deeper conversation about their needs. Author illustrates this technique with examples from hostage negotiations, where getting a no was often the first step to cooperation. Chapter 5. Trigger the two words that immediately transform any negotiation. The two magical words in negotiation are, "That's right." When your counterpart feels their perspective is fully understood, they say, "That's right." Author explains how achieving this affirmation can transform a conversation. For instance, during a negotiation, summarize their concerns and goals. It sounds like you're worried about deadlines and need a partner who can deliver quickly. When they respond, "That's right," you know you've built trust. This technique creates alignment and sets the stage for collaboration. Chapter 6. Bend their reality. Author introduces the concept of anchoring emotions to shape perceptions. He teaches how to use deadlines, fairness, and loss aversion to influence the other side's decisions. For example, if negotiating a project timeline, you could say, "Most clients need at least 6 weeks, but I want to find a way to help you sooner." This frames your offer as exceptional and fair. Author emphasizes the importance of presenting solutions in a way that feels advantageous to the other person while staying true to your goals. Chapter 7. Create the illusion of control. By asking calibrated questions, those starting with how or what, you can guide the conversation without appearing pushy. These questions make the other person feel in charge while steering the discussion toward your desired outcome. For instance, instead of saying, "We need to wrap this up today," ask, "What's stopping us from finalizing this today?" This shifts the focus to problem solving. Author demonstrates how this approach worked in high-stakes negotiations and how you can apply it in everyday life to disarm conflict and foster collaboration. Chapter 8. Guarantee execution. Negotiating is one thing. Ensuring follow-through is another. Author explains how to confirm commitments by asking how questions. For example, how will we ensure the timeline is met? This makes the other side responsible for delivering on their promises. He also discusses spotting inconsistencies that might signal dishonesty or hesitation. Whether sealing a business deal or planning a family vacation, these techniques ensure everyone is on the same page and avoids misunderstandings later. Chapter 9. Bargain hard. When it's time to haggle, author shares the Ackerman method, a systematic approach to negotiating numbers. Start with an extreme offer, make smaller increments, and always use odd numbers to seem precise. For example, if buying a car priced at $10,000, you might offer $7,000, then $7,750, and finally $7,925. This creates the illusion of reaching your limit while leaving room to meet your target. Author shows how this method is not just effective, but can be used gracefully to maintain positive relationships. Chapter 10. Find the Black Swan. Black swans are the hidden pieces of information that can change everything in a negotiation. Author explains how to uncover these by listening carefully, asking the right questions, and observing what isn't being said. For instance, during a job negotiation, you might discover that the employer values flexibility over salary. That knowledge lets you craft a win-win solution. By uncovering black swans, you can turn impossible situations into incredible opportunities. Conclusion and ending note. Never Split the Difference is more than a book about negotiation. It's a guide to mastering human connection. By blending FBI-tested techniques with practical tools, author teaches us that negotiation isn't just about winning. It's about understanding. From tactical empathy to calibrated questions, these methods empower you to navigate conflicts, build trust, and create lasting agreements. Whether you're closing a business deal, resolving a family dispute, or planning your next career move, the lessons here can transform how you communicate. The journey doesn't end here. Negotiation is a skill you'll refine every day. As author says, life is negotiation. So, step forward with confidence, armed with the tools to connect, collaborate, and succeed on your terms. Thank you for listening.